Sup peoples, my name is Melody Jackson. So I was watching YouTube videos, trying to catch up some, and I saw Sawyer Hartman's video of 50 facts about him, and I figured that that would probably be a cool thing for me to do. Why is my... There we go. Maybe. So I figured that that might be a cool thing for me to do just because my channel's kind of new. It would, it'd just be a cool thing to do. I really hate talking about myself though, so that was probably a dumb idea, but why not? So here are 50 random facts about me. First one, my full name is Melody Emmanuel Jackson. Second, I live in Michigan. Third, kind of going along living places, I have wanted to move to Los Angeles since I was 5 years old, and it is really my goal one day to move there. 4, I'm in college for psychology at the moment, but I'm going to actually change my major to either business or marketing. I'm not entirely sure which direction I want to go with that for what I want to do with it. But I'm in the process of changing majors and I have one more semester at the college I'm going to, and then I get to transfer to another one. 5, I have a younger brother named Trevor. Love that kid. 6, singing is my life if you haven't been able to tell so far from videos with collabs or anything. A lot of what I do in my life involves a lot of music. It always has. My life kind of revolves around it. I don't feel complete without music. 7, I really like tattoos. I have a lot actually that I plan to want to get, but the cool thing is that none of them are really just something to, oh, I want to get it because it looks cool. Everything that I have thought about getting tattooed means something specific to me. 8, I love to write. In high school, creative writing was my favorite class that I had, and I plan on taking more creative writing classes in college. 9, going along with writing, my favorite book series is Divergent. I'm actually very obsessed with it. I've probably already mentioned it in a video. I'm wearing dog tags that have Forrest tattoo on it right now. I have an obsession. It's kind of bad, but I don't care because I love it. 10, my favorite movie is James Cameron's Avatar. I really like the themes of it, and I'm kind of into sci-fi stuff, so that's really cool. 11, I love to be out in nature. I think that the colors and the beauty of it is just so fantastic. It's really cool to see, and sometimes I actually get a lot of inspiration from it. 12, my grandma means the world to me. I know a lot of people say if they're like a mama's boy or daddy's girl or something like that. My grandma is that for me. 13, also means the world to me are my brother and my friends. My grandma kind of takes the top on that one. 14, I love to read, and I was actually able to read chapter books, like kids chapter books, already going into kindergarten. I got a really early start on that. I used to read both fun books and informational books and stuff like that. 15, I don't watch too much TV. When I do, I get really into it. Lately, I've been watching a lot of Once Upon a Time and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Red Band Society, Forever. I'm obsessed with those at the moment. Even though, I generally don't watch too much, but I've been watching it lately because there's so much good stuff on right now. 16, I have a very overactive imagination. Going kind of along with that, I kind of picture a lot of different ways that different shows or movies could go, a lot of crossovers, a lot of ways that I could be integrated into shows because I'm a dork. Things like that. And I use it a lot, but it sometimes kind of gets in the way. 17, I really want a pet fox, and I want to name it Kitsune, because that would be really cute. 18, I'm really into a lot of ancient cultures and learning about them, learning about how they did things, specifically their language. Most specifically, I'm very interested in Egyptian culture, ancient Egypt, and the pyramids and all of that. That's really cool to me, and I love to learn about it. 19, I'm actually part of 20 different nationalities, over 20 actually. I just don't know what they all are, but I know some of them for sure, like Irish, Polish, and then 2 tribes Native American, Cherokee and Iroquois. 20, I really love card games. I love to play solitaire. I sound lonely when I say that, but it's more of an obsession. Like, I have to beat the system. I have to win at solitaire for that one. But I also like to play euchre. I like poker. I like war, and garbage is fun. Blackjack is really cool. I like blackjack. I'm actually really good at it, even though it's a chance game. I tend to win it a lot. 21, going along with games, one of the games I'm really good at is memory and concentration, or memory or concentration, whichever you call it. It's where you match pictures together. I'm really good at remembering where things are, and I don't know why, but I am. I used to have a really, really good memory with everything, and now 22. My memory is best with when I hear things. I have a very auditory memory. I took a quiz one time and it like for one of my classes, and it said I was 95% auditory memory and 5 or in like 2.5 and 2 or 2.5 and 2.5 for the other two, which are kinesthetic and visual. I don't know. I guess when I hear things, I remember them. 23. My dream job would be to be able to do music and then do films of some sort, either, or preferably both, on YouTube and like big screen stuff, just because it's really cool to see the kind of contrast that's there. And then also to be able to write and travel. That's a lot, but that's really what I want to do with my life, is to be able to explore all the different types of arts. That kind of lends to 24, which is that I love to be busy. I do not like to have downtime. I like to always be doing something. 25. I'm very socially awkward, and I know that kind of doesn't lend very well for the career that I want, but I would try to get over that because I'm not going to let something like that get in the way of what I want to do. But I'm very socially awkward. 26. I chew between 4 to 5 pieces of gum every single day. I kind of have an issue. I try not to chew it in my videos because it looks weird on camera, and I can't chew it at work, which is really annoying. But aside from those 2 times, I'm pretty much always chewing gum. Or if I'm eating. I try not to if I'm eating. 27. Much as I love writing and music, I'm not that great at songwriting. They really don't sound that good. 28. My favorite animal is a wolf. And I actually, a lot of my friends, like, they have an animal that they're assigned to or whatever, just that, like, it's like a joke. It's like a nickname kind of deal, and mine is Wolf. 29. I'm not human. Just kidding. Although I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that I was a werewolf or something like that. I would seriously doubt that I'm actually human. 30. My favorite place that I've ever vacationed was Grotto Falls in the Smoky Mountains. We had to hike up to it, and I was able to climb up some streams that were around there, and we got to take some really cool pictures under the falls, and it was really gratifying to know that I had gotten there. I had, made the trek to get there, and it wasn't something that was easy to get to. 31. I've always wanted a Siberian Husky, but kind of around similarities with the Siberian Huskies, I also kind of want an Alaskan Malamute or an Alaskan Klekai, which is like a little version, something that has the word Alaska in it, so that I can name it Juneau, like the city in Alaska. It's kind of cool. I like clever names for things. 32. My favorite music is indie, although I pretty much listen to every type of music. There isn't too much that I don't listen to, but I think that indie type stuff tends to be my favorite. 33. As I mentioned earlier, I have an obsession with Divergent. I also have an obsession with Stargate, which is a show that ended years ago, but it was a sci-fi show that ran for 10 years, had a spin-off that was 5 seasons. There are 3 movies, including the one that started the entire thing, and then there was another spin-off series that I really wasn't fond of that lasted 2 seasons. But I have an obsession with that and Divergent. 34. My biggest inspirations in life are Tyler Ward, Philip DeFranco, and Sawyer Hartman for different reasons. 35. I've always wanted to learn how to draw and paint, but I'm really not that good at drawing even simple things. I can draw a stick figure and a box, and that's about it. But I've been trying to lately work on my drawing and painting skills. 36. I love mysteries. I love them so much, and I really love being a part in trying to figure them out and solve them. That's why some of my favorite TV shows, even when I was a kid, were NCIS and things like that. And that's part of why I really love Forever. It's just really cool, and then that one also ties in the history aspects, and that's really cool. But I've always loved, like, the chapter books that I read when I was in kindergarten were mystery stories, like that series called A to Z Mysteries, like kids stuff. Those were some of my favorite things. I still have all of them because mysteries are really cool, and I really love solving them. That's also why I wanted to have a murder mystery party. 37. I cannot sit still for very long. I have to kind of get up, move around, at least shake my leg. I have to do something because I have an issue with sitting still. I also have an attention issue. I can't pay attention for very long, but that's more just, my brain is always doing things, so like I'll be in class and typing notes and writing a novel at the same time because I just have to be doing more than one thing. I can't do nothing at all, and I can't sit still, so. 38. I actually have insomnia, and that's why I have this thing, because it makes it easier for me to sleep, because it's more comfortable and I can kind of get into just whatever sort of position. And I feel like I'm flying. That's kind of fun. 39. I'm always wearing some sort of jewelry. I usually have 3 rings, 2 bracelets on my left hand, my watch, and a hair tie, and maybe a bracelet on the other hand. Did I say a necklace? I'm always wearing a necklace. And lately I've been wearing these hats, these slouch berets. I really like them. But I don't feel right. I don't feel quite myself without my jewelry on. 40. I love a lot of different things that have to do with the supernatural and learning about those things, so like vampires, werewolves, and stuff like that. But paranormal, I really can't deal with. It scares me kind of, and I don't do curses either. Except for, I did watch As Above, So Below, and I really liked it, but that was because it was an archaeological thing as well, and I like archaeology. So I made an exception for that one, but generally curses scare me. 41. I really love flowers, if you couldn't tell by my nature thing earlier, and my favorite flower is the white rose. 42. I'm a klutz. Not only do I break things easily, but I break myself easily. I get hurt so often. It's ridiculous. One time at work, I got my arm kind of like caught in the conveyor belt on the cash register because I'm a cashier. And my boss said no one has ever done that in the history of the store. And I managed to. I don't know how. I got a big bruise from it. Luckily, I have a high pain tolerance, so when I get hurt, it really doesn't matter. 43. I really love looking at people's eyes. There's something beautiful about all the different colors and like textures and just the complexity of eyes and the way that light can shine through them. It's really cool to look at. And eyes always tell so much too, you know, whether, like they say eyes are the window to the soul, and it's kind of true, but it's more like, for me, it's like, even if someone is telling you the absolute truth, you can look into their eyes and see that they really mean it. It's things like that, and I really like looking at those sorts of things. 44. I actually just recently started wearing more makeup, so I'm still kind of learning how to do it. I think I've said that in another video, but if my makeup looks funny, that's why. It's because I have no idea what I'm doing. 45. I speak English and Spanish, but it's kind of my goal in life to learn as many languages as I can. There's a TV character in Stargate that knows by season 2 27 different languages, and he learns more of them over the course of the show, and that's actually something that I really like look up to, and I kind of want to do the same thing. Though I don't know how I'm going to learn 27 different languages, but I will figure that out. 46. I'm very sentimental when it comes to different objects that someone has given me or letters some people have written me, and I tend to kind of keep a lot of those things. You might say I'm a pack rat. I don't know. I just get really emotionally attached to objects. 47. I love to take pictures. I wouldn't, you know, I don't do it with like professional cameras or anything. I wish I knew how to work one of those. I don't even actually have a digital camera. I've only got this webcam, and my phone. But I take a lot on my phone, and I tend to actually be not bad at sunset ones. I like the way my sunset pictures turn out. 48. I'm very OCD about a lot of things, and it literally like it kind of almost feels like I have to go and fix something, but I'm not gonna sit here and say like I have OCD because I don't think I actually do with most things, maybe with hand washing, but I'm very particular about like how dishes go in the dishwasher and how they are to be washed, and how I wash my clothes and how the furniture is in the room. Like it actually kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety if the furniture is off in the room. It bothers me. 49. I love camouflage. I have a lot of things that are camouflage, and I tend to like, if there's something in the store that, like, if you've got this cluttered store, I will find the one thing that is camouflage. It's just what I do because camouflage is one of my favorite things. And lastly, number 50. Talking about myself is probably the hardest thing for me to do. I really don't like talking to myself. In fact, I almost changed this to like 20 facts about me because I got stuck at 16, and eventually I just kind of wrote down whatever came to mind, and that got me to 50 somehow magically. I don't know. So that was my 50 facts about me. Hopefully that helped you learn a little bit, I guess. Leave in the comments below a fact about you, or a couple facts about you if you can think of them. Yeah, so that's that for today. I actually probably should get going. I have to go to work soon. Yay! So thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.